Ladies and gentlemen, time for that special part 2 of the best winter fragrances of 2022/23. This is, of course, your niche edition. We're going to have 15 great fragrances curated by yours truly. These are going to be the fragrances I will be rocking for 2022-2023 winter season the most. We've got something here for everyone when it comes to taste, but of course, these are going to be your leathers, your ouds, your boozy scents, your spicy resinous fragrances that I come to love, and I'm so glad to share with you right now. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the list here. Kicking the list at the 15th spot. And you're gonna know, if I'm starting the list off with this fragrance, you know this list is going to be absolutely fire. From the house of Terence Hughes, self-titled perfumer, the brand, this is called Forbidden. This is going to be tonka, dark chocolate, amber, fruits. I mean, it's dried fruits. There's this fruity nuance here that's just so captivating, just like the red here in the name. It's gonna be a very sensual scent. One word that comes to mind when I smell this is attractive. If you wanna become a very attractive person, whether you're a guy or a gal, check out Forbidden. You're gonna love it. All the ingredients combined here make it for a stellar fragrance when it comes to attractiveness. I love the fruity nuance that it gives me, along with the dark chocolate base. It's got some patchouli in here, amber. All the heavy hitters for the winter time are definitely present here in a very sensual way. Forbidden by the house of Terence Hughes. Coming in at number 14th, now this is for you that have a sweet tooth. If you love desserts, this one here will scratch where you itch. This is called Pentatoni, and this is going to be from the house of Milano Fragrance, and it's exactly what I'm talking about. It's gonna capture the Italian dessert bread with dried fruits. But what I love about this is it captures the essence of that dessert, but adds a gorgeous rum boozy note. So this is going to be boozy, it's gonna be fruity, absolutely delectable. Again, you have to have a sweet tooth in order to appreciate this. And the base is going to be a little bit ambery. This has almost like a malt kind of a feel when I smell this fragrance, between the dried fruits and the rum and the bready kind of a vibe. You know, bread's a very addicting smell. This stuff here is absolutely fire. If you have a sweet tooth, this is a must try. Pentatoni from the house of Milano Fragrance, one of my favorite discoveries, and definitely I'm gonna be rocking this through the festivities, you know, holiday season, Christmas Day. Not sure about New Year's, but Christmas Day, this is gonna be my scent of the day for sure. At the 13th spot, this fragrance is a brand new discovery of mine this year, and I couldn't wait for the weather to get colder so I could wear it. Definitely great to have this in this top video today. From the house of Virtus Paris, this is called Monarch. And that is the feeling I get when I wear this fragrance. It makes me feel monarchy, sophistication, upscale. This is going to be a very resinous, smoky, not so much on the smoky and the darkness facet, but it definitely has a frankincense, and that smokiness feel to the fragrance is definitely present. It's resinous, it's smoky, it's fruity, and it's leathery. Almost boozy as well. So it hits you from all different angles, but it's perfectly blended. And one thing that I came to expect every time I wear this fragrance, because it always happens, it's one of those attention-grabbing scents. People are gonna be asking, what are you wearing? Who smells this good? Because it's very different. It's got this very intriguing facet, and I urge you guys to check Monarch from the house of Virtus. It is definitely one of my favorite discoveries. It's really growing on me, and I really am looking forward to wearing this in the next 3 months. It's one of those, when I'm looking to dress up a little bit or make, you know, a statement, this is one of the fragrances that I look forward to wearing, no questions asked. As you see with this top list, you know, the common theme is going to be a lot of incense, smoky, dark fragrances. This one here is one of those such fragrances that when you're looking to be a little bit cozy, warm, you want to cuddle with somebody, or you want just a comforting scent, this is exactly that. This is Indigo Smoke from 𝗥 and my God, what a great fragrance. This is 𝗙𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏 creation. She's a master perfumer, as you know. And this fragrance here, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be mate leaf with, you know, tea. It's a tea-based scent, and you're definitely gonna get that from the beginning. Very intriguing, very mysterious, very spiritual type of a scent. It definitely puts me in a very calming kind of a mood. Love the vetiver here, the smoky facet, a very intriguing and very unique kind of a scent. One of the most unique fragrances I tried this year so far, and it definitely won me over. Love the stuff, the sweetness is definitely present here, a little bit of a fruitiness, kind of a vibe, white musk, some woods, maybe green patchouli in the base. Definitely intriguing is the right word here, but definitely also very spiritual and very cocooning type of a scent. Indigo Smoke from 𝗥. Now, if you want to talk about love at first sniff, this is a fragrance that had that effect on me the first time I tried it, which was about 2 months ago, and I was like, wow, this is a stunning of a fragrance. This is not only androgynous, but also great for anyone to wear any time of the year. This could be a signature scent. The only reason why I'm putting this in my top winter is because I just want to wear the hell out of this fragrance. That's how much I love it. And this is called Lamar from the house of 𝗏𝗏. Now, Lamar is going to be just this incredible pineapple introduction, which has nothing to do with Aventus. I'm just going to say that because every time you say pineapple in the world of perfumery, especially niche, people think about Aventus. Nothing to do with that fragrance. The fruity pineapple is going to be very natural smelling, but there's so much more to this fragrance. There is this leathery undertone, there are resins, amber, fruity nuances. Besides the pineapple, there's also other fruits combined here that gives this red kind of a red fruits, almost like a strawberry vibe, maybe like strawberries and champagne kind of a vibe. The best way to describe Lamar by 𝗏𝗏 is this is going to give you a feeling of sophistication. You're going to feel very attractive when you wear this fragrance. And again, I love that fruity, leathery kind of a vibe that I get throughout the life of this fragrance. Just one of a kind fragrance, one of those scents that you smell and you're like, wow, this is quality, and I want this smell. I want to smell like you're just gonna want to, put this on. And that's how I felt, and that's why this is making my top, winter of 2022/23, because I am going to wear a lot of this fragrance. It's one of those that's compliment inducing, it's very attractive, very, gets people to want to be close to you. It's that simple. Lamar by the house of 𝗏𝗏. This is from the house of Perfuum Crew. I've spoke to you guys about this brand. It's one of my favorite discoveries of the year. And this private blend of his is just out of this world good. And this one combines two of my favorite notes, vetiver and amber, simply called vetiver amber. Now, this is going to be one of those fragrances that it opens up just intriguing. There is a boozy facet here. It's very spicy, very resinous. The vetiver here is done to perfection. There's so much more to this fragrance. We're talking spices, we're talking oud, we're talking dark leather, boozy essence here up top as well that I think it's given by rum. It is just one of those fragrances that it's very, powerful, long-lasting. That's true to every Primera fragrance. If you like long-lasting, powerful beast mode scents, expect with every single fragrance from this guy from Perfuum Crew, 𝗏𝗏, the perfumer, they're gonna give you exactly that. Combined with the uniqueness and exoticness of every one of his compositions, it's a winner in my books, guys. Vetiver Amber, one of my favorites, I would say top 2 favorites from the private blend, and definitely one of my favorite discoveries of the year. You guys gotta get your nose in this brand. It's simple as that. At the 9th spot, this is a fragrance that blew my mind from get-go because of the resemblances it had with a discontinued fragrance from Armani called Armani Attitude Extreme, but it also combines 2 other fragrances that you're gonna get very similarities, as if you combine those fragrances and got this as an offspring. And it's going to be intoxicated by the house of Kilian, mixed with Serjoff Naxos. So it's gonna get the heavy tobacco, that it's also spicy, creamy, boozy, sandalwood, patchouli, cocoa. Very, very beautiful scent. Sensual, attractive, just perfection for the cool weather. If you love the fragrances I just talked about, you're gonna love this fragrance because it's all of that and then some. Sobatik from Moresque, from their secret collection, is a must try, guys. I'm telling you, if you have your nose similar to mine, if you like those fragrances, Naxos, Kilian Intoxicated, Angel, by Mugler, all those kind of patchouli, cocoa, tobacco-y kind of a fragrance, this is for you. Now, at the 8th spot, this is very special because you guys know very well, my taste is powerhouse, old school. I love the fougères, the barbershops. This one here is green, it's smoky, but it's also boozy. There's tobacco here. There's a ton of my favorite notes, including lavender. And what this is a fragrance that reminds me of a discontinued Tom Ford fragrance called Italian Cypress. So if you missed that fragrance from the private blend, this is definitely your fix. This is going to be Apex from Roger Parfums. And this is the Parfum edition, which just came out this year. The reason why I'm putting this one here at this top video is because it's a little bit more tamed than the OG that came out last year. This is gonna have more of a citrus, creamy citrus introduction. And then of course, the cypress note, the oak moss, all the coniferous lavender, oak moss, vetiver, tobacco, all the greatness that I talked about this fragrance combined to make this beautiful, stellar scent that I'm telling you is one of those, room-filling type scents and just powerhouse of a fragrance that will rock your world. If you have a similar taste to mine, Check this out, guys. Apex Parfums from 𝗿𝗏𝗏. At the 7th spot, this fragrance is nothing short of phenomenal. It could have easily made higher on this list, but the reason why I'm going to put this at this spot is because this can get a little bit overly sweet or cloying at times, but I'm telling you, it is phenomenal. It's from the house of Xerjoff, and this is going to be from Tony Iommi, his signature collection with Xerjoff, collaboration. This is called Monkey Special. Now this is going to be boozy. It's going to be leathery, spicy. It's got all of my favorite notes in perfumery. I mean, it could have easily made my top 3 or even my favorite, but like I said, I have to be in the mood to wear this because it's very powerful, it is sweet, it is very resinous, very spicy. It's got the boozy effect, the leather, the sweetness, a little bit on the gourmand, almost borderline gourmand. So that overly sweetness that I get with this fragrance, especially in the opening, sometimes I'm not in the mood for, but when I am in the mood for, guys, this is one of those scents. It's attractive, it's sensual, it's boozy, it's powerful, long lasting, as you would expect with Xerjoff fragrances. Tony Iommi, Monkey Special, just a stellar composition. As I said to you guys before, there are a few notes that I favor when it comes to the cooler weather. They do have that wow effect. We're talking leather, tobaccos, boozy scents. And this one here is tobacco in a way that I've never seen before. This blew my mind. This is Antoine Leaves, master perfumer's, contribution to this house. And the house is Les Indémodables, a French brand. And this is called Vanille Havane. Now, Vanille Havane, of course, you're gonna have the tobacco and the vanilla, but it has nothing to do with tobacco vanille from Tom Ford. This is, like I said, a vanilla that has never been done before. We have cocoa here, or cacao pods. You have this boozy vanilla absolute. The tobacco here is done in a very Maduro-like cigar, type of a manner that is just so intriguing, so captivating, so powerful, and just so elegant. Simply put, there is a honey facet in here along with that tobacco that to me is just out of this world good, guys. Simple as that. Another one that could have easily been in my top 3, but again, because of the quality of the tobacco here that's very almost animalistic, I need to be in the mood for. But when I'm in the mood for tobaccos, this is right now one of my top 3 tobaccos of all time. That good, this particular fragrance, guys. Get your nose, this is fire. Before I share my top 5 choices for winter niche 2022/23, I want to say thank you everyone for the support, for this whole year. You guys were amazing. I couldn't ask for better. And of course, the time you're watching this video, today's the 28th. There is a special from our partners, Perfume.com. If you want to try any of these fragrances and thousands to choose from, you can do that with code NY23 to celebrate the new year, 23% off site-wide, all details below. But before I continue here, I want to wish everyone a phenomenal 2023, healthy, prosperous, fun, and of course, very fragrant. Kicking off the last 5 choices here, the top 5 and best choices for me this winter. It's going to be a fragrance that started as an exclusive to Harrods of London, so it was really hard to get it here, quite expensive as well. Now readily available, I think, as early as late fall this year. And this is going to be 𝗏𝗏𝗏 from the house of Parfums 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. How can you make a top list without Parfums 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏? They have incredible, dark, resinous, potent, sophisticated scents, and this is definitely one of them. What I love about 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is that, of course, it has a leathery facet, it has an oud facet, but what I love is what they did here. They combine this very powerful, resinous, leathery kind of a feel with the oud, and of course, the old school lavender that it's present here. I think the green of the bottle is very conducive to this old school world, old world goodness, almost powerhouse. I'm telling you, it combines the modern, sophisticated, notes and elements and compounds, but also brings forth some of the old world goodness and elegant, classy, even mature at times. But I think if you enjoy fine perfumery, you're gonna love 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. It's that simple. At the top 5, this could have easily, any one of these 5 could be number 1. They might be number 1 next year, but this year this goes to number 5, an absolutely stunning composition from the house of Parfums 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. At the 4th spot, this I'm not gonna spend too much time on because you know how much I love this fragrance. And in fact, a lot of people associate this fragrance and brand with me when it comes to this particular fragrance because of the past 2 years, I spoke so much and highly about this fragrance because it was love at first sniff for me. This is from the house of Scents of Wood. This is Plum and Cognac. The fragrance itself, amazing because it was aged. Pascal Garine, I believe, is the nose behind this one. And the whole combination is just incredible of the blends of the fragrance, but most importantly, the process of aging the actual juice in cognac barrels, which made this for a stunning composition, one that you must check out. One of my favorite discoveries of the last 2 years, and definitely one that as soon as the weather gets colder here, it's one of my go-tos. Plum and Cognac for Scents of Wood. If you haven't tried this one, you are missing out. At the third spot, this fragrance here, ladies and gentlemen, was created for Scent Explorer, which to me was an honor. Made me feel great, of course. Scent Explorer creators, people involved. It was just a very humbling experience to have a brand such as Kieran NYC, brand from New York, creating a fragrance for the event to celebrate Scent Explorer 4th annual. This is called Scent X1, and it is a limited edition, and one that, let me tell you, if you love boozy fragrances, this is cognac, Palo Santo, spices, amber. I mean, there's so much greatness in this fragrance. If you like Angel Share, for example, from Kilian, those type of boozy, spicy fragrances, you're gonna love this. There's also an apple brandy type of a feel here. It is just intoxicating good, addictive. It checks all the boxes, long lasting, attractive, sensual. I'm telling you, if you smell this and you have a similar taste to mine, you're going to fall in love, and the attention you're gonna get when you wear this, it's second to none, guys. Scent X1, I'm telling you, just saying, get your nose on this. Now, if you missed Scent Explorer 2022/4th annual, whether you came virtually or in person, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. This was the fragrance that got the most talks and the most highlighted fragrance at the event. People were just, talking about it, the buzz. You could feel the buzz in the room. People couldn't get enough of this fragrance. This is a Cécile Zahokian creation, I believe, from last year. And this is going to be one called Silver Oud from the Amouage Library Collection. This is the first iteration, meaning the bottle has changed. I'm gonna pop on the screen here so you can see how the bottle looks now. And the whole library collection is no longer the skinny bottles. They are now the full rectangular bottle that Amouage has, which is, I think, a nice change. But this particular scent did not change. It's still the same juice. And of course, we're talking about Silver Oud, which is an oud scent that it's done like no other. And Cécile Zahokian, with her incredible skills, she took the oud facet of the blend here, which is animalistic, smoky, even medicinal, but added these incredible vanilla, boozy kind of nuances and leathery facets, just the way she knows how, with great fragrances that she created. This is a stellar composition. Definitely one of my favorite oud fragrances of all time. If you're getting into oud, or if you're an oud connoisseur, this is something you're going to love. I'm telling you right now, I've tried hundreds of ouds throughout the years, and this is just quality, quality, and superb blending. What this fragrance does on skin, from the introduction, through the development and the dry down, is just magical. Simple as that. It should have been called Magic Oud or Magical Oud. I'm telling you right now. Oh yeah, of course. So Silver Oud was one of the most talked about fragrances in the room of Scent Explorer 2022, as well as Royal Tobacco. Royal Tobacco, of course, made my top pick for the niche fall fragrances of the year. And now I'm switching wintertime when it gets really, really cold. This is gonna be my go-to from Amouage. Silver Oud, amazing stuff. My number one pick for the winter niche of 2022/23 comes from a brand that I discovered in 2019, and I just fell in love with the brand. You guys know I've talked about a couple other fragrances that I love, and it always makes my top list because I wear them a lot. And this one here is something that I want to say they've done it again. They released 5 fragrances that are just incredible, but 2 I absolutely love, and this is definitely one of the other one you're going to find out in a few months when I do my top spring of 23, because I'm definitely going to wear that fragrance. So it's going to be our secret that I'm going to share with you in a few months. But right now the weather's really cold, we're getting snow, so this is something that just makes me melt. This is going to be from the house of Amo Oud, Licorice Woods, and it's exactly what you're going to get here. You're going to get licorice. So right from the get-go, you must enjoy licorice, but it's not just a licorice bomb. You're going to have this maple syrup kind of a vibe, almost like a burnt sugar vibe. The syrup combined with the licorice makes it for a very inviting scent, very cocooning as well. I picture myself sitting by the fireplace with my wife, or enjoying time with friends, during the holiday season, during the winter months. This is very cozy, very cocooning, very warm. There's definitely woods here, there's patchouli, there's spices. It's not just a licorice bomb. Take my word for it. You wear this on skin, it develops beautifully. And to be quite honest with you, this resembles to my nose and on my skin wearing royal tobacco from Amouage minus the tobacco. It's got all the resins, all the facets that I love on that fragrance, the leathery, spicy, resinous, smoky facets with that licorice minus the tobacco. So I love this stuff and I'm really gonna rock this the next few months, and I urge you guys to try this because it's definitely worth checking out. As I told you guys many times, with all the fragrances from this brand, that really blew my mind. You know, Lunar Vetiver being one of them, Whetstone being another one of them. There's those fragrances that I love. And from the dark collection, of course, Oud Tabac is one that I love. A few of them that I shared with you over the years. This is definitely making my top 5 right now from Amo Oud. So guys, don't snooze on this one. This is absolutely fire. As I do with my videos, question of the day, I want you guys to let me know in the comments right now, what are your go-to niche fragrances that you're going to be looking to wear in the next few months of winter of 22-23. Guys, share them with me in the comments. It could be your top 3, your top 5. Love to read your comments. And as always, thank you so much for your support. If you do enjoy the channel, leave a like, subscribe for more, and hit the bell so you get these videos straight into your feed. As always, guys, wishing everyone a fantastic 2023, which is right around the corner. Hoping you guys have a healthy, prosperous, and very successful 2023. And I will see you guys right back here with another video, more videos, more content very soon. Guys, keep on spraying. See you guys in the next one.